Hello and welcome to the Judo Way of Life. My name's David. Today I'm going to do an honest review of my coaching program for the Judo Fanatics. It's all in the hips, effective judo hip tosses. Absolutely sweating my ass off here, right? What time is it? It's 20 past 9 at night. I'm filming this and it's over 30 degrees temperature. It is warm and I've had to turn the air conditioning off to do this. So I do apologise, in fact I'm sat here sweating buckets. If you've gone and watched the first one that I did where I went through my Kuriashi Harai system, Fancy Feet, I explain the background, the history, it sounds so grand. I explained why I did that program, why that was my first program, and I wanted to do more Ashiwaza techniques, and after speaking to the Judo Fanatics guys, they agreed to allow me to do 3 programs for them. So following on from the Kuriashi Harai one, instead of just doing another Ashiwaza one straight away, I decided to do a Koshiwaza focused program. Hip techniques are one of my big sort of go-to groups of throws for Randori and for competitions. So after Ashiwaza, it's probably one of my favourite throws category, and after that would be Koshiwaza. So it was a logical step to share my knowledge, what I enjoy and what I'm passionate about in that category of throws. So for this program, as I was lining it up, I went through the different throws that I like. So I picked the 5 main hip throws that I enjoy using in my Randori and in competitions, and I broke them down into different chapters looking at specific variations of each throw. So this is very much a competition judo program, and the techniques are tailored in that way. These are ways I've thrown and the way I teach these throws to my students. So we've got the list here. I'm just going to go through really quickly. First part, part 1 is Ukigoshi, do a bit of an intro. Now, as a left-handed judo player, I go through a lot of so we've got left versus left, which can easily be translated to right versus right, and that's the split leg version. We've got left versus left with the sasai, and again, left versus left, feint to sasai, left versus left, kouchi to ukigoshi. So all those, obviously, right versus right, same but different. We've got left versus right from gripping and left versus right from defensive position with split leg. Now all those versions can be adapted to the other way around. So when I'm demonstrating left and right, obviously right and left is the same in my opinion. And of course you've got to go through that and take that information and try and translate it into your judo as a right-hander. I get that can be a little bit tricky, but you know, that's part of the fun. So enjoy that one if you're a right-handed judo player. Okay, part 2 focus around Ogoshi, and for a long time I thought I had a really good Ogoshi, and then I watched some videos and it turns out I have an amazing Ukigoshi.
Depending on who you are, this might be totes amazeballs, and yes, I can say that. And
then so I really went and looked at my judo and broke it down into more of a focused understanding for me to be able to teach. Because I always, for a long time, I learned judo basically to be able to compete. I didn't really think about what I was doing other than the fact that I was focusing on what I could do and developing that. And in terms of really technical knowledge, it wasn't great. And once I started coaching and students were asking questions about why I would do certain things, I was like, all right, okay, cool. I really have to actually learn judo properly. So now this was like quite a few years back. And then, you know, I joke that I've learned more judo as a 3rd dan, as a 4th dan than I had from white belt to 3rd dan. So really thinking about it now, Ogoshi I have picked as part 2. I go through a left versus right with a twitch, love the twitch, into a Tani Otoshi, and one of my favourite techniques is the hip feint into Tani Otoshi from that left and right position. No, it's demonised. I might do a video on that at some point, why Tani Otoshi is unfairly demonised. And we've got a hip throw defence drill. Yep, so really good hip defence drill, working the position from left versus right and then right versus left, and looking at that for a drill. And then the double stab attack, so making sure when you come in once, you come in again and really follow up. Part 3, we're going to look at Harai-goshi, left versus right, over the top grip, and left versus left, left versus right, uke-goshi into Harai-goshi. So again, looking at another combination. Love Harai-goshi, such a beautiful throw, and get a lot of success with that. And I really prefer that turning instead of stepping into my opponent. I prefer turning away from them. Alright, part 4, we go to Koshi-guruma, another one of my favourites, a beauty of a throw. Love getting that grip around the back of the head and just launching someone through the air. It is a very nice feeling. So we looked at left versus left, the split leg, left versus right with a double lapel, left versus right, pull action creation, and then left versus right, pull down action. Oh, sorry, pull across action and then pull down. So that's where you get the lapel. Ba-boom or boom-boom, right? So go through all that, and very nice and smooth. And then part 5 is a really quick look at Surigoshi. To be honest, I really only do Surigoshi in one fashion, and that's usually off the back of a Koshi-guruma. So I sort of really go through one element. There's a bit of an outro there as well, sort of bringing everything together. So there you have it, quick summary of what you are going to get if you buy this product. As I've included obviously the videos there for you to see, because I've been reading this off the Judo Fanatics website, so that is all information you can find, but I've fleshed it out with some of the examples as you'll see from the video. Downsides, now this pretty similar downside to this program, and as what I described with the Koreyashi Harai system, I wasn't as fluent in editing at this point, especially not in editing the long form, and it's a little bit clunky. And when I sent it off to Judo Fanatics again, so this was in the time when I wrongfully assumed that they were going to edit it throughout, and that wasn't the case, and so I didn't do a good job at sending the raw material. It's a little bit better than the Koreyashi Harai system, just because it's the second one I've done, so it flowed a lot better, we got it done a lot faster, and I feel as though you can really tell it's a lot smoother in terms of my delivery. Having done the Koreyashi Harai system, it made more sense to me in terms of delivery, and hopefully that comes across in the actual finished product. But again, the editing isn't exactly amazing, but the information, again, very biased, believe it or not, but the information I provide, I think is excellent information and practical information, and hopefully, like, I understand that my coaching style does not suit everyone. I accept that. Not every coach is for every player, and that's fine. So if you do enjoy my style of coaching, amazing, I really appreciate that, and awesome. And if you don't, well, well, more for you. Not joking. Awesome as well. Find a coach that you do resonate with, and they'll get the best out of you as an athlete, and that's awesome. Like, I've gravitated towards certain coaches in the past. I've had a lot of exposure to different coaches, and I will always gravitate towards certain people, and that's just the way it is. Thank you so much to anyone who has already bought one of my coaching programs. It really means a lot to me. And if you haven't, hopefully these videos help a little bit in terms of you making an informed decision to decide whether this is the right program for you. If you're not interested in hip throws, I mean, that should be relatively obvious from the name, but just in case, hopefully this has shed a little bit more light on what you will get, what you will learn if you take the information and practice it and implement it, and try and work on it. what you maybe potentially will be able to use in Randorian competitions. And I hope you have some success with the techniques I've taught. That would be amazing. Please let me know if you have in the comments below. If you've gone out into a competition after watching my coaching programs and used some of the stuff that I told you, that would be just incredible for me to know that I've helped you. Yeah, probably gonna finish up there. I do have the habit of waffling on. I will release a video actually from this program and in the next few days and link it back, so that will be there. And anything that if you want to go and check out my other programs, just go to thejudofanatics.com and search for Groom or David Groom. They'll all pop up. There's 3 of them. If you go to my website, The Judo Way of Life, I've got a free library full of the basically the Gokyo I filmed. They've got the short form videos. I've got the long form videos that I will be I am uploading. I'm trying to create my own educational platform, so stay tuned for that. And then also we've got the Judo Way of Life on Instagram. If you want to go and follow us there, much appreciated. Oh, and obviously YouTube. Hope your training's going well. Hope you're learning some new judo. And bye bye.